In May 2009, a bizarre and horrifying case unfolded in Beaverton, Oregon, involving a young pregnant woman, a Craigslist ad, and a desperate woman who would stop at nothing to become a mother. 21-year-old Heather Snively was nearly 9 months pregnant when she went missing, under circumstances that immediately alarmed those close to her. Heather had recently moved to Oregon from Maryland to live with her fiancé and prepare for the birth of their baby. On May 28, 2009, she left the couple's apartment to meet a woman who had offered to give her free baby clothes. The woman had connected with Heather through Craigslist. When Heather failed to return home that day, her fiancé became worried and reported her missing. What police would uncover was a crime of unimaginable cruelty. Investigators traced Heather's last known communications and soon identified the woman she had planned to meet. Karina Roberts. When police went to Roberts' home the next day, they found her boyfriend in a state of panic. He told police that Roberts had just given birth to a baby boy in their bathtub, but the infant was not breathing. Emergency responders arrived and transported the newborn to the hospital, but it was too late. The baby was declared dead. There was something immediately strange about the situation. Hospital staff quickly became suspicious. Though Roberts had claimed she had just given birth, there were no signs that she had recently been pregnant or gone through labor. Medical examinations contradicted her story. Further investigation into the home revealed a horrifying discovery. Inside a crawl space, police found the body of Heather Snively. She had been bludgeoned with a hammer and strangled with a piece of twine. A gruesome post-mortem cesarean had been performed on her in an attempt to extract her unborn baby. That baby, the one Roberts had presented as her own, was the infant that had died shortly after arriving at the hospital. Karina Roberts had been living a complicated web of lies. She had convinced her boyfriend and family that she was pregnant and due in late spring. She even went so far as to attend prenatal visits with fake ultrasound photos and wear a padded belly. As the due date approached, she knew she needed a baby to continue the charade. Her solution was to find a pregnant woman online and steal her baby. Roberts had apparently targeted Heather after seeing her posts online. She lured her to her home with the promise of baby items. Once Heather arrived, Roberts attacked her, killed her, and attempted to remove the child. Neither mother nor baby survived. The brutality and premeditation of the crime shocked even experienced law enforcement officers. Heather's family in Maryland was devastated. They had spoken to her shortly before the murder and were excited about the impending birth. Instead, they were faced with the unimaginable loss of both their daughter and her child. Karina Roberts was arrested at the scene. She initially tried to maintain her story about giving birth but quickly confessed when confronted with the evidence. She was charged with multiple crimes including aggravated murder, kidnapping, and abuse of a corpse. Rather than face a trial, Roberts entered a guilty plea in April 2010. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The plea spared Heather's family from the trauma of a public trial, but offered little solace for their pain. The case raised concerns about safety when dealing with strangers met online. In the aftermath of Heather's death, authorities issued public warnings about meeting individuals through online platforms and encouraged greater caution, particularly among pregnant women and parents.